SABC in the United States in October this year. Gold Brands announced in a cautionary on Tuesday that it had signed a memorandum of understanding with private investors, South African-based industrial holdings firm Red Hornbill, and the White Family Partnership, an American-based partner. Now, the move takes the South African traditional braai franchise to the US market. The franchise has over 300 stores locally. Well, with me, Gold Brand CEO Stelio Nathanael. He joins us now to talk to us more about the venture. Stelio, thanks indeed for coming in.
Thank you, Devin. Thank you for having me on the show.
All right, so just explain to us the idea here. I understand that the US does have what they call a barbecue culture in the United States. Are you pegging on that, or the fact that there are South Africans in Tennessee?
Both, Devin, the barbecue concept as well as the Americans know the braai concept as a barbecue. We did put we were invited by Jack Daniels in 2013 to go put a team of a South African Chesa Nyama braai team or barbecue team, they called it, and we called it the Chesa Nyama barbecue team. Yeah. And we went to Jack Daniels in 2013 and good enough, we won the Best Hospitality Award internationally, and we put South Africa on the map in the States, in Tennessee as well, which was great. But I think the braai concept that we know as South Africans, the tradition and the culture, that's what we're going with, providing that culture and that passion that we got in the States.
You look at the amount of stores you're opening up here in South Africa. I mean, that's the strength at which that's growing is one of the reasons why you've listed on the JSE. What's the popularity like and feedback in these initial stages? You speak of 2013. What's been the feedback of the product?
The feedback is well loved. It's got a lot of, like I said, culture and tradition behind Chesa Nyama, and that goes for all South Africans. We all love our braais. It's something that we all do on our weekends. We chill out watching sports or whatever. We're chilling with our friends, our families, and having a good braai. And that braai concept was the idea that I had in 2012 to bring it into the towns, in the suburbs, into the workplaces, and make it a daily concept.
Yeah, there's a particular culture of the way that's been done, though. How do you think that will be digested in the US market?
In the US market, there's 150,000 South African families in Tennessee where we're targeting the first store. And being that culture, they all love South Africa. South Africa, since Ahmadiba in '94 put South Africa on the map worldwide as a great icon. And they've got so much love for South Africa, and especially the food and the tradition, the cultures that we've got back home. And they're eager and they want to see. I think we're the only braai barbecue concept that's going into the market in South Africa, in America, in the States, with a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah. Does the menu change, however, when you compare it to what we do here in South Africa? Is your menu changing in the restaurant?
We're going to tweak it slightly. I think 20 to 30% of the menu will be tweaked to the likes of the Americans, but keeping the menu and adding a bit of South African culture into that menu as well. Yep. So yes, we're taking our pap and our boerewors and our briskets in the States, but as well adding the well-loved potjie kos into the States, and I love stews, and I think that's what's going to make it a great and loved product.
All right, let's talk about costs here. How would you cover the costs of the initial rollout of the franchise in the US?
The initial rollout is through our partners, Red Hornbill and the White Family Trust. They are rolling out the concept. We as Gold Brands are holding 30% of the franchise, the master franchise in the States. Red Hornbill is keeping 40% and the White Family Trust 30%, and we are not providing any financial support into the rollout. It's all being done through the funders and partners in the States. So we're looking at growing in the next 3 years 100 stores throughout the States.
No capital support, but I see that logistical support and development would come from you.
Logistical support on the product and the spices and the marinades that we've got that makes our product so successful in South Africa is what we're taking into the States. Okay, so that logistics and that support structure, the menu rollout, the menu planning, the training of all the staff, the training of the management in those stores, those is all done by our head office structure.
All right, finally, before I let you go, the word Nyama, is it catching on there?
They've been practicing since July last year, And I think they've got on to exactly how to say Chesa Nyama.
All right, thanks very much indeed. CEO of Gold Brands, Stelio Nathanael. Thanks indeed for coming in.
Thank you very much, Devin.